Live from Muscle Cat Studios, it's the Muscle Cat Sports Show with your host, Curtis DeBoy.
Hello, everybody on the internet. It is the Muscle Cat Sports Show. I am your host, Curtis DeBoy, and I'm sitting next to Jim. Jimbo. What's going on, dude?
Good, not much.
I like how you just awkwardly sat on the couch for the whole countdown.
Wow, yeah, we didn't think that one through.
No, I loved it.
Stuck in the live, sipping my tea.
I was watching it on the other screen, and it was quite entertaining seeing you knocking off the hat, catching side of me awkwardly, sitting there not knowing what to do.
Pretending you're not standing right offside watching it.
Dancing to the warm-up music. I mean, it was good. It's good fun. It is the Muscle Cat Sports Show. It's a bit of a hybrid. We thought there for a moment we weren't going to get any Ashes watch along. We will get 32 runs worth of the Australian chase, which, given how we're going at the moment, will probably last about 25 balls, and then that will be that. But we've got a heck of a lot of sport to run through today. Not only will we enjoy this last little mini watch along, we will also summarise the second test. An Ashes series that is going our way well and truly. We've got the Formula One. Jimbo, I'll be having a very late night tonight. 11:30, the finale of the Formula One starts. I know a lot of our viewers, a lot of people in the DMs have been saying that, hey, they're staying up as well. So this is huge. We've got Ash Holick in the chat. Happy Sunday, Jimbo and Kurt. Happy Sunday, Ash. Good on you, man. Tedeshi's here. What up? He's here. Look at that. The boys, they were here Thursday night for the watch-along.
That's it.
Hans is here as well.
Hans, of course, in the chat.
All the main men are here. Tadeshi says that this will be done in a jiffy, and he's ready for the F2 race. Tadesh, can you please let me know, is there a championship battle in F2? I normally follow F2 pretty closely, but I've had a lot of other sport to follow this year, and I haven't kept my eye on it. So, if there's an F2 battle and that's worthy of watching, I might tune into that while we're doing the rest of this show. But we've got cricket to talk. There's also other stuff in world cricket too, Jim. It's not just the Ashes.
That's it. There is other cricket games going on.
There's other cricket. India had a triumph. New Zealand and the West Indies played out a really interesting test. There was Nathan McSweeney made an interesting score in his bid to reclaim a spot in the Ashes lineup. He's a smoky, but given what he did over the last few days, that could happen somewhere down the line. The World Cup draw. Jim, it's the World Cup next year. I've banged on about that a lot, but I'm excited.
Yeah, between the World Cup, the Olympics, everything's rolling on of importance.
Yeah, well, Hawley's going to the Winter Olympics. Did he say that the other day on the show?
Was he?
Yeah.
Snap.
I don't know whether that was on the show or not, but yeah, he's just going to go to the Winter Olympics. It's just after the Super Bowl. I mean, that's...
yeah, okay, so that's before the Olympics.
So he's going to have... Hawley, you guys know, our Outback QB co-host, and Ash's Watch Along Maestro. He's going to do the live Super Bowl show at the Suburban Brew, the NFL, and then he's pretty much getting on a plane and going just to the Winter Olympics.
Snap.
I think he's trying to find a way to write that off on Muscle Cat Media business on our coffers, but we'll see how that goes. What else have we got? We've got the golf. The Australian Open concluded today. It was not the result that we wanted as Aussies, but it was a good conclusion. It was dramatic. There's NFL to talk tomorrow, a big day of that. Good luck if you love F1 and NFL because you'll be having a late night tonight, plus you'll be getting up early tomorrow to watch Red Zone. Then we've got EPL and all sorts. But I got my knickknacks, Jimbo. I got my knickknacks as normal. Now, we've got Wayne Phillips Kia because they do sponsor the sports show every week, and they're legends for that, and we thank them very much for that. Now, there's no show tomorrow night. Just so you know, this show replaces tomorrow night. I have other official business to attend to, unfortunately, Jimbo. I do my best for my own business in Muscle Cat, but I can't always be there every Monday night. Very rare, but one of those occasions.
Garfield convention abroad, hating on Mondays.
That's right, a Garfield convention. We can all just get there and bitch and moan and tell jokes that were funny in about 1983. But Wayne Phillips Kia, they bring you this episode tonight. That's the first one. Where should I go to next? I think what everyone will be tuning in for tonight, and I know a few more boys will hop on the stream later on for it, but that is these bad boys. They've been a subject of controversy because people didn't like how the first draw went, but we're drawing 2 boxes tonight, thanks to Sports Card World, the 2025-2026 Lux boxes of the cricket cards. Now, Jimbo, there was an integrity question over the first draw because we didn't do it live in public on the screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucky for us,
yes. Well, Noah Hill won it, and we all know and love Noah on this show. He was a worthy winner. But for everyone who complained, especially you, Grimesy, not for you, Doss, you're not in the competition because you're a host of one of our shows. But Grimesy and everyone, and Ash, I know we're arcing up wanting a redraw. Well, you're getting a redraw. You are getting a redraw. Who have we got here? We got a They Dunno Me Son. Is that a new?
They Dunno Me Son.
They Dunno Me Son. That's a new comment. Hello. Hashtag bot up. We'll figure that out. I think it means bolt up. Do you mean bolt up, Ash? You go for the Chargers. Yeah, he retracted the message when he did a typo. We are drawing these cricket cards tonight, 2 boxes worth, because Noah said, well, look, I know I won them, but I am actually not at my normal place for a while. I'm on a little bit of a hiatus. So rather than waiting quite a while to send me the cards, Curt, why don't you give the good people from the first Ashes Watch Along another chance to win? So everybody who commented on that first Ashes Watch Along, they're back in the draw tonight, Jimbo.
That's it. Back to a proper draw.
Including Nug and Grimesy, who were the only two people that called in, and they got those 5 bonus entries.
That's right.
Remember the days we did that?
Yeah.
We scrapped that pretty quickly, didn't we? Because it just halted the momentum of the show.
Yeah, we had enough going on in the chat to keep on top of.
That's right. And they'd just ring up, not to say anything, but just to say, I want the cards.
I want my entry.
So
that's it.
Nug, Grimesy, well done. You got that. You keep an eye on the chat, Jimbo, while I keep rolling on. But we will draw those later towards the end of the show. We'll probably go for about an hour or so tonight. So stay tuned for that. Sports Card World, 2 boxes from nights 1 and 2 of the stream. All right, that's the Sports Card World stuff. What else have we got on my knickknacks? Let's have a look at. We got this. Actually, no. While we're talking about giveaways, I'm going to keep going because we're giving away some beer tonight. Right, the best commenter, the best guy in the chat will win some beer thanks to the Suburban Brew. Here we've got the Blue Skies Green Grass. That's one of the 4 packs you'll win, and this is just our choice, right? No, there's no integrity to it. This is dealer's choice.
Pure subjectivity.
Pure subjectivity. So make us laugh, insult us, do whatever you think you need to do in the chat tonight. Be active to give yourself a chance of winning the beer. We'll try and be as fair as we can, but it does come down to our judgment. We want
Travis is out.
Oh, head's gone. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ashes watch along. Jimbo's all over it. Okay. I mean, we're not going to lose, but it does hurt his average. What happened? Did he? He chopped on.
Yeah, he
bowled
took a clip and then straight into the wickets.
Yeah, okay, 22. Okay, 22 off 22. We're 1 for 37.
Can we do it?
Can we do it? Will we chase down the extra 28 runs needed to win? But that's one of the 4 packs. And then I'm thinking, I've got some more down here from Suburban Brew. Let's go the English Special Bitter because they're 2 losses from 2, the English, and we know how bitter they get when things don't go their way. So 2 4 packs up for grabs tonight for the best chatter. Should we split it? Should we split it and give it one to one guy and one to another, or should we just go? There's 8 cans up for grabs for the best.
No, I'll go one each.
Yeah, winner takes it all.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Prizes galore for a pretty small crowd watching. So you guys are in the draw. Jimbo, keep an eye on that chat.
Looks like Travis Head's about to join the chat.
What, now that he's out?
Yeah, according to hands.
Oh yeah, he should be. He should be. He was integral. He was a great.
That's
part
it.
Of
that first watch along.
He was fantastic. Another. Let's go to the next knick-knack. I'm going to go to this one. This is Kansas City here, Jimbo. Kansas City bar runner. Now, we were teasing on the Outback Quarterback NFL podcast for probably months that we would have the Kansas City cook-up.
Yes.
And we did that yesterday.
We did.
We finally got together. And
we fired up the smoker.
You hosted me at your abode.
That's it.
Yeah. Now, it's an involved process to feed me.
Yeah, just a short 8 hours.
What do you like? Run me through it, because I rocked up with about 2 hours to go in the process. Everything was smelling good and looking good.
Yep. No, I think I'd got Coast and Smoke rubs out at about 9:30.
Yep.
Started prepping the ribs. Got the smoker up to temp, and then the ribs went on at maybe 10:30 in the morning. And then left them for a good 3 hours untouched, and then started to spritz with some apple cider vinegar every 30 minutes.
Started to spritz.
Bit of spritzing.
Is that an official term? Or
that is an
official
term. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Spritz them every 30 minutes. Keep them moist.
Yep.
And then chicken wings the chicken drumsticks went on at about 3 o'clock, and then we finally pulled it all at about 6.
And we shot some very enticing vision of it. So I bet you guys can't wait to see us eating on screen. You'll see a bit of that on the Outback QB channel soon. But that's another one of our sponsors. Yeah. So that's what we had yesterday. And then finally, the last knick-knack of the day is, well, it's a Michael Schumacher Formula One car. Yet another gift from my dad when he went overseas. I feel like he's bought me a million things. That was from one trip in 1996.
Are from your dad as a child.
Thanks, Dad, again. But this is one of my prized possessions as a kid. I bring it out because, if Max happens to pull it off tonight, if he wins his 5th World Championship, his 5th in a row, by the way, then he is up in the conversation with the GOAT. We talked about the GOAT of Formula One the other day. Who is it? Is it Hamilton? Is it Schumacher? We concluded that most people would say it's Schumacher, but then there's those careers like Ayrton Senna cut short by his untimely death, and other names in there, but you have to consider Max Verstappen as part of it now, if he wins it tonight. So we had a reel. Oh, and this is the last knick-knack, actually. I forgot I put this here. This is a camera, Jimbo. This is a GoPro.
Sure is.
And it is here. Tim May's here. G'day, Timmy. Tilbrook's here. G'day, Maddie. This camera is here for everyone watching along because we are now influencers. We need to film ourselves constantly, Jimbo. We're very important people because should I tell the people why?
That's it.
because we just cracked 1 million views on a reel for the first time. 1 million. We had 1 million views, and it's almost at 1.1 as of 7:42 Central Daylight Time. 1.1 million views on a video on Instagram yesterday, and 800,000 views on TikTok. We've gone from going like, oh man, it'd be good if we get 2,000 on this one, to in one day we had 1.8 million views on our stuff.
We hit the million target we never set.
We never set, and now we're going to be chasing that high for the rest of our lives.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, and we never get there.
That's it.
So it's been a good couple of days for Musclecat Media, but let's talk some sport.
Just quickly, shout out to Matthew Tilbrook. You are correct. Kansas City baked beans are the best.
What's so good about Kansas City baked beans?
They're just great. I couldn't tell you the process because I never made them, but my dad made them growing up or tried to recreate them.
Pour them out.
Jump about. Just Heinz. pretty staple over there. Yeah, no, it's just the process of there's heavy barbecue sauce involved, so it's like a big soupy bean, but with like a lot of American, especially Kansas City style barbecue in there. But yeah, he is very correct. They are amazing.
That Kansas City diet it's a mess for the gut. I mean, I woke up a couple of times last night. It was a great feed, but I had too much pork in my belly. It was just, I ate too much food. And I have been to KC, as we've discussed, and went out with Jake and Kaylee, our friends over there. Yep. And they said, first night we'll take you for a traditional Kansas City barbecue. And Jake said, I got to warn you about the meat sweats. I'm like, I thought that was just something that people made up. No, the meat sweats are real, man. I woke up in the basement of that Kansas City house at 3 a.m., drenched in sweat, and the thirstiest I've ever been in my life. What is the average lifespan of a Kansas City? Can you look up what is the average lifespan of a Kansas City resident?
Kansas Cityite.
It's got to be less than a normal American. It's got to be. Anyway, while Jimbo's doing that, and he'll get back to us. Hey, Jackie Grant's here. Jackie Grant and Hans are talking fantasy in the chat. Good to have you back. We've got a lot of the regulars. We will announce those cards later on. And yes, Hans, James did use the word moist before. Let's talk Formula One, because outside of the Ashes, it's the biggest thing. It's probably the biggest thing in the world, sports world right now. In fact, it is. If Max wins tonight, it is monumental. 5 championships in a row. Like we said before, Schumacher has 7 for total. Lewis Hamilton has 7 as well. But we know how dramatic Max can be. We know that he can save the drama for the last night. And
loves a bit of pressure.
He loves pressure. And we talked about this the other week, that he has... It seems like he's matured in front of our eyes this year, Max. He has loved chasing. He's loved coming from behind. It's almost like he... It's almost like he got bored. Hans will be all over that. It's almost like he got bored leading so easily for the last 4 years. Yeah. And now that McLaren have been so dominant, they won the Constructors' Championship like 7 rounds ago. Crazy. But now that they are so dominant and Max has had the chance to be the guy who nobody thought would win, could have easily bowed out of this, and all of a sudden, he's coming still there.
From behind.
He's coming. He most certainly is. Yeah. He's still there. Ash, he had the meat sweats after a week working in West Texas. Yeah, man, it's a real thing. It's a shocker. I've never felt less athletic. You know, actually, that was the 1 year with my umpiring coming back from the USA. I'm just putting it together. I missed half a season with injury after that holiday. I had knee surgery when I came home. I must have put on 10 kilos just from meat. There you go. Not the ideal pre-season, Kansas City. But yeah, Max, he's had this attitude of, it is what it is. You know, I've won 4 championships, but I'll try and disrupt these guys on their way to one. We've seen Oscar fall off with his four or five rounds of...
Ash isn't wrong saying, not a big motorsport fan, but yeah, if Max wins, it's the biggest story is more how much McLaren have blown it.
100%. That is exactly right.
That's it.
This last 2 weeks, they could have wrapped this up, but they had the safety car muck up last week in Qatar, and the week before that they had the technical glitch with the wear plates that were 0.1 of a millimeter, you know, less than the
plank gate.
The planks, that's right, plank gate. So that is all their fault, because it's their decision, it's their responsibility to abide by the technical regulations, no matter how fine the infringement. And Ash is exactly right. They stuffed it up with the safety car last week, and that was something that, as everyone was watching, and I know it's easy watching. Trust me, I know. It is very easy watching from the couch and criticizing what happens on the field. But we all saw that. Everyone watching it said, what are they doing? Why aren't they just pitting now? Why would they let the rest of the field catch them up like that? And it's a split-second decision that for whatever reason they get wrong, and the door is open for Max. The door is open.
Yeah, there was something I saw. Like, do you think it was it calculated, or was it essentially a mistake, like you said, being that close to it? Because I did watch somebody's reel trying to break down that it may have been calculated by McLaren because it would have put other team members deeper in the pole positions if they had pitted. I wish I had the real save, but there was something saying that like there was potentially a bigger decision there. Still a stupid one, but yeah.
Well,
one
of the complications was the fact that they have two guys still in the championship. So that does make it hard. And traditionally in Formula One, that's really hard to navigate. The best setup is what Red Bull have had for the last 4 years, where Max dominates and they have a teammate who is clearly subordinate. He's the number 2. Max is the one, and number 2 is there to help the team, but to ultimately help Max.
Yeah. That's where McLaren's gone wrong, is they're trying to keep everybody at the same, like there is no... There's
no clear number 1.
Yeah, there's no clear number 1, and it's not a supporting cast.
But I wouldn't say it's gone wrong, because if you've got two guys who are legitimately in the World Championship race, how can you prioritize one over the other? This weekend, sure, you prioritize Lando.
Yeah.
Because he's 16 points ahead. They've got Max in between Lando and Oscar. So that is what it is. Hans, I don't think Zach Brown cares about anything other than the constructors. Probably why he hasn't bothered to nut up and tell Oscar he's the number 2 driver. Hadjar is our hope. I think Tadesh wants Hadjar to roll in and cause some chaos. Who was it that said, Hans said that Lando can be nervous at starts. Yeah, Max will have the elbows out. So that's the interesting thing. Max Verstappen's on pole, which is just the perfect recipe. And Lando's next to him in second. Oscar is third. And then we got 17 chaos balls in the grid behind them because there's 17 guys there. They don't care. I mean, it's not their championship up for grabs tonight. Sure, they don't want to be the guy who notoriously ruins the championship, but they're going to dive it tonight. If they have a chance to send it on the inside of turn 1, then they will.
Yeah.
So that's why we've lost another wicket. Manus is gone. 2 for 41. Ooh. Okay. Well, these are just stat padders now. He looked lost. Well, is Manus all right? Does he know how to walk off when he gets out? What's he done? He's nicked up.
He's nicked and caught out.
Nicked up, caught by. Hey, look, guys, Jamie Smith caught one. They almost dropped they pretty much did drop the Ashes in that first innings, England. They were terrible. We'll get to that later on. But yeah, it's huge tonight. I cannot wait. I'll be up on pure adrenaline, just like I was in 2021. Any of the F1 fans in here? Oh, hey, Liam from Scotland's here. Awesome. Max is winning this. All Lando needs to do is finish top 6. Well, if Lando finishes on a podium, even if Max wins, Lando wins it. So that's how Lando guarantees the win. Just finishes first, second, or third. But there is the scenario, because it's the 12-point gap, if Max wins and Lando comes 4th, then it's Max's championship because that's a 13-point gap between first and 4th. And then there's all these other things which I explained in my highly viral reel, Jimbo, to 1.8 million people on the internet. I explained all the scenarios where there's only a couple where they can tie. And if they tie, it goes to count back. They've all won the same amount of races, and none of the tying scenarios will come from one of them winning. It's all from like second or third or whatever. So it'll go to count back, not on first places, but second places. So that could happen at 1:30 a.m. or 2 a.m. Melbourne time tonight. Pretty excited to watch that. The other thing I was just going to point out is the 2021 championship in Abu Dhabi, what started the run of the Max Verstappen championships. I've told you about my mate, Michael Massey. I used to work with Michael. He was the race director at the time. He's a good dude. He obviously copped a lot in the media post that race, but friend or not, I think Massey made the right decision by letting them race that night. I know there were some things about, did he do the wrong thing by letting cars unlap them and setting up an orchestrated finish? Maybe. Technically, there are a couple of things that weren't done to the letter of the law, but from a fan's perspective, and I was watching as a neutral that night, and so is everyone around the world, he sent them racing for one more lap, and it was the most chaotic lap of Formula One we've ever seen. It was unbelievable. And that was back when the race directors, they had a direct line from the team. So Toto Wolff was saying, "No, Mikey, no, that's so not right." As they're racing around, he's chipping him on the microphone. If you are new to F1 or you haven't watched it for a while, look up the highlights from the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Those last 5 laps, oh my gosh. That was Max's first championship, and it could be just as dramatic tonight. What do we got in the chat? Let's summarize the thoughts of their F1 opinions here. If Oscar wins, Lando has to be sick. Yeah, so that's to Oscar to win, right? That's from Tadesh. Hans says, I can see Lando falling to 4th by the end of the first turn. Yeah, I can see that too, man. I can really see that. If he's nervous, because Lando can't risk a DNF. He can't have a turn 1 incident. I can really see this. This is another thing I put out on socials this week, Jim. Sometimes you get a feeling in sport. Yeah. I've just got a feeling this is Max's night.
Yeah, he's on fire.
He is.
And he loves the pressure, like you said.
But he's also got no pressure. It's not on him really tonight. It's all on Lando, and Lando's so tense. You can see it in the interviews. You can see it in everything.
Yeah, well, it's less. Would you say it's less than Verstappen thriving and more Lando crumbling?
I think,
or a bit of both, really.
To Ash's point earlier, it'll be a cock up from McLaren that costs it tonight, or from Lando individually.
Yeah,
or Oscar accidentally crashing into his teammate Lando. Like
that would be a poetic finish.
Oh, just changing the subject quickly while Liam mentions it. Celtic versus Hearts today. Hearts collapsed in November along with referee help. Okay. And Liam's always on that point. I still haven't researched those red cards you told me to look into. Has both teams on the same point. So this was the story in the Scottish Football League where Hearts, who haven't won it since the 50s, and Celtic, who have won, Liam will correct me, but it's most of the last 30-odd years. Hearts were on top by 9 points very early. Celtic have slowly been edging their way back. Celtic Hearts today. Liam, does that start in 2 or 3 hours? If so, I'll have that on the same screen while I'm watching F1. But to summarise the thoughts, Tedeschi thinks that there might be a couple of accidental issues there today. I think Hans is definitely wishing for a Lando loss. He doesn't like Lando. So tune in. Formula One will be awesome tonight.
Looks like Celtics Hearts is 1:30 in the morning for us.
Oh, perfect. So what I'll do is I will watch the end of the Formula One and I'll just keep going straight
power through the night.
Perfect. I'll see you then, Liam. I'll send you a text. I'll send you a DM on YouTube if you can do that. Let's have a look at the cricket because we've just... Where are we at? 2 for 46.
19 to win it.
19 to win. Okay. Well, we really thought that we would have no cricket on tonight. I mean,
it's
early
gone
on,
a bit longer than we thought it would when we were in the position this morning.
Well, this morning I thought it'll end very early. Middle of the day I thought, well, it's going to go until probably tomorrow now, and then they crumbled again at the end, England. And we only had 60 odd to win. Then they were smacking the ball, and I thought they wouldn't even take dinner. They just go straight through. And by the time we start our Ashes watch along, we've got literally no
cricket's
balls
done.
left.
That's it.
But it's been a heck of a test match. I mean, this Australian team, and let's get the thoughts in the chat. Oh, Tedeschi. All right. Oh, I like Tedeschi. It's got the H in there, Aaron. I'll say Tedeschi from now on. Thanks for correcting me. I will not forget that. James Tedeschi. Jackie, we'll get to some football later on, but let's talk Ashes because now Archer and Smith are chirping each other. It's good to see Jofra Archer show some energy when he could hardly get himself to bowl or lift his head yesterday, as Matt Hayden pointed out. It's amazing the stamina of these English players. They've completely lost it after 4 days of cricket. 4 days of cricket, they were cooked. They had one long bowling innings to us, and they can't handle it. It's extraordinary, Jim. I know they've got a different climate to us, but they've been prepping for this Ashes series for 2 years, and their stamina is affecting them on day 2 of the second test when the first test went for 2 days. It's been a pathetic display. And look, now Archer has a go at our captain, Steve Smith.
Now's the time.
Pasted him. Yeah, exactly. With 15 runs to win.
It's going to make the difference.
And then Smithy smashes him. Yep, 6.
Jeez.
Cop that, Jofra.
Oh, he was even smiling a bit.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he give something back? I love that.
That's funny. He's laughing it off.
James, we got a James in the chat. You never know, England might win. Stranger things have happened. Like, okay, I'm not gonna talk about Bonnie. Although reading the news today, that particular adult influencer has been arrested in Bali. Did you see that news?
Oh, I did not.
Yes, Bonnie Blue has been arrested.
There you go.
Parents and
I can guess what for.
Parents and normal people everywhere celebrate the news. Yeah, very good. Who would have thought you go to Bali and outrage public decency and you get in trouble? Who would have thought that? I wonder if she's heard of Chappelle Corby and other similar people who have upset the Indonesians. There you go.
I hear the jails there are nice.
Oh, yeah. It's a very, very, very cushy stay. We've had 14 off this over, by the way. So Smudger is trying to end this in 2 balls. He's 15 off 5. Wow. I like that. He's got to get home. He's hungry. All right, let's watch these 2 balls and see what Smith does with Archer, and we'll get back to the chat. He's gone again. That looks like... I know there's a fielder there. Let's have a look. Oh, Jack wants to talk college football. We'll summarise the Ashes in a sec. If anyone watched North Texas versus Tulane, some of those calls... Oh, Jack, you know I'm not going to bag refs. This isn't the ref bagging show. You and Liam can go talk about bad refs elsewhere, man. No. We love you guys. We love you guys. I'm a ref. You know, it's in my blood. I can't bag other refs. Although, I got to admit the cricket umps had about 3 balls of... they had a bit of a nightmare last night when I was at the pub with Alex and Ryan watching along. Now, what have we got? I hear the prisons are nice in Bali, says Hans. Yes, upstanding citizen, old Miss Blue, says Tedeschi. Can't believe some people mess around in Bali so much. Yep. Jimbo beat me too. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. Hey, Alex is here. G'day, Alex. How are you, man? All right, we're starting to pick up.
It's turning into an F2 watch along.
Tedesque, has F2 started yet? What time does it start, man? Let us know. James ZY8NH, which is clearly just a username. James was taken, so auto-generated the rest of those letters. He says, you know what's funny is Jofra Archer's never got Smith out. I know. That is the hilarious thing. And now Archer's giving it back to him. Brilliant. Plum Lover's dad. Yes, Plum Lover's dad is here. Jack says he's not bagging the refs, he swears. All right, I'll have a look, Jacko. I will have a look, and I'll give you some dues there. Well, with 8 runs left in this, man, what a series it's been from the Aussies so far. Mitchell Stark has played, I mean, chat, let me know. Has Stark played a better series? Has he ever played better than he has in these 2 tests? He takes 6 again in the first innings. He scores 77 to wag the tail. I told Jimbo what the tail wagging meant in cricket yesterday. He didn't know that was a cricket term.
I did not.
He's definitely getting into the cricket now. You've said you've got some interest in it, but you didn't know what I meant when I said, hey, the tail's wagging.
I did not know that reference at all.
But Stark scored 77. Alex told me yesterday, yes, that was the pub. It's a great pub, Alex. Alex told me yesterday, if you're listening, Alex, correct this if I'm wrong, the first time since 2019 that all of our batsmen have scored at least 10. So it was a perfectly even scorecard. No centuries, but we score over 500. Or was it the first time since 2019 that we scored 500? I don't know. It's one of those stats. Either way, you look at it, no one scores a century. Our number 8 in Mitch Stark top scores was 77. And it's just runs everywhere. Just starts and runs, and it's beautiful stuff. Except Josh Inglis only scored in the 20s. Probably should have played Matt Renshaw. But anyway. Stark, yeah, I reckon he's man of the series already. I agree. The interesting thing from here is we've got guys playing brilliantly well. We've got Stark on fire. We've got Heady, who saved the first test. We've got Michael Neeser, who took 5 in the innings and really wrapped up the Poms today. What do we do with our selection? And I'm throwing this open to the conversation. What do we do with our selection for Adelaide? Because it's a different pitch. Nathan Lyon wasn't happy to be dropped. There were reports that he was so upset that he couldn't speak to the coaches. I was bagging that selection. Most of us were. First innings didn't look good when we couldn't take the 10th wicket. And then Michael Neeser takes 5, the guy who replaced Lyon. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to do with selection. I think Lyon will be back for the Red Ball test in Adelaide, but then who do you take out? Maybe Brendan Doggett. Doggett probably hasn't done enough. And Alex confirms, first time since 2019 we've scored 500. Okay. Oh, so F2 is on already. All right, Tedesque, you keep us
posted.
Keep us posted. Ash says, might be a bad night for sports for the English. Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. If they lose the Ashes and then Lando Norris, their F1 boy, loses. Oh, imagine if Oscar somehow comes from 3rd to win the F1 championship over Lando tonight, and we've just smacked them in the Ashes. 4 more runs. We've got 3 to go. Another important subplot here is Jakey Weatherald hitting some form. He hit 70-odd in the first innings, and now he's hopefully got some red ink being not out in this second one. So he has definitely shored up his spot, and I guess we stick with Head. And Weatherald for the 3rd test, because that seems to be working. If it ain't broke, don't change it. Yep, maybe you're right, Liam. Maybe you're right. Maybe we'll just stick with that. Oh, no, Ash is right. Paddy Cummins will come in. So Doggett will go. We talked about this on the watch-along. Every time Brendan Doggett takes a wicket or does something, he just, there's no emotion. I don't know if he's enjoying playing for Australia.
Yeah,
it's very
like you were saying, he seems bummed out or just seems uninterested in the game.
I don't know why. Surely it's every boy's dream to play cricket for Australia. And even if you're not an exuberant character, like, can you crack a smile?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I like you, Brendan. You've done good stuff for Australian cricket in the last week or so, but that might cost you your spot, mate. Show that you want it. Anyway, other stuff in the cricket at the moment. And you know what? In about 3 minutes, we'll draw the first box of cards. So stick with us. We will get to the draw very, very soon. And a reminder, for those who didn't hear at the start, we're giving away beer tonight. Did we win it?
Almost.
Okay.
Just stopped it out for 4.
Okay. We are giving away 2 4-packs of beer. We've got English Special Bitter because of the Bitter England cricket team. And we've got Blue Skies, Green Grass because Pete the Brewer at Suburban Brew says that's what you want with cricket. And he's absolutely right. So whoever in the chat gives us the most joy tonight, we'll dish out that beer. And it's going to be very hard. I realize how hard this is to decide now because we've got so many guys going hard at it and they're doing a great job. So keep that rolling.
Like Bonnie.
Jimbo, let's move on. Hans would love that. Aussies win with a 6. Okay, we're behind again. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Smudger. 17 off 8. Make that 23 off 9. Bang! Smithy! Look at that.
Done.
Yes!
What a way to finish.
That is so good. That is so good. That is a pasting, that victory.
Yeah.
There are so many mental scars that the English have developed, reopened old wounds and developed new ones in this test. There's this brittleness with their bat, the fact that every time they get a psychological edge over us, they find a way to blow it. You know, that first innings where we couldn't take their 10th wicket.
Taking the lead from McLaren.
Well, exactly right. And they're an English-based team too.
That's it.
Alex says, I love Suburban Brew. Yes, you do. But I guess technically you're a host on Musclecat now, so I don't know whether we can give prizes to you, Alex. It might look a little grubby. Keep the black eye, Smith. He says, Ash, 100%. Yeah, let's talk World Cup draw, actually. That's a great place to start. Do you want to bring that up, Jimbo, on the screen? Because Liam from Scotland has said, hey, can we talk about that? Jackie Grant says, can't believe the Yanks are saying how Australia is a layup. Boys, this is good news. This World Cup draw for us is as good as possible. You've heard of the group of death. This is the opposite. This is the group of life, Jimbo, the group of life. We've had some tough draws in the past. Remember when we had to beat Japan and good teams that were a little better than us that somehow we find a way to beat? We've beaten really good teams at the World Cup before. We had, rough games against teams like Croatia that we gritted out and got results from back in the glory days. We're not the same team that we were 20 years ago. But if there was ever a chance that we could advance through to the knockout stages of a World Cup again, it's this time. So that's Group A. We'll quickly go through them. Mexico, South Africa, Korea, and then one of the 4 Europeans. Group B, Canada. You know what? This is one thing I didn't like about this draw, and I do hate on Italy when it comes to football a lot, and I unapologetically will continue to do that. Canada, Qatar, Switzerland, and then one of the European qualifiers, whether it's Italy, Northern Ireland, is it Northern Ireland? Yeah, Wales and Bosnia and Herzegovina. If Italy get through, they've got a really soft group. Qatar, Canada, Switzerland. Comparatively, compared to the other groups, that's the best result for Italy, really. Keep going. Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Liam, I want your thoughts, being our resident Scot on the show. Brazil, I mean, obviously tough, but they're not what they were, Brazil. I mean, they finished 6th in the South American qualifiers out of 12. They're not a dominant Brazil. This is not the years of Rivaldo and Ronaldo and Cafu and Roberto Carlos of the late 90s, early 2000s. So I want to know, can you keep an eye for Liam in the chat? What are Scotland's chances? You can grit out a win against Morocco. You can definitely beat Haiti. Can you beat Brazil? Group D, USA, Paraguay, Australia, and the qualifier out of Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, and Kosovo. Turkey are tough, I think. There are some other gritty teams in there, but we can beat those teams. If it goes well, we can beat them. We can beat Paraguay. Oh, no, I'll get to you in a sec, Liam. We can beat the USA. We can. We're not... The USA, yes, they're slightly better than us at the moment, but they're no guarantee. And we've seen how many teams have failed in their home World Cups, except for, suspiciously, Russia. They seem to go really well at their home World Cup. Jimbo, I don't know how that happened. But this is a good group. This is a really good group. Are the other Aussies happy with our group? I mean, I think we should be. Aussies versus USA in USA. That's the other thing, Jimbo. We're playing the host nation in the World Cup. You boys want to watch along? That's a watch along we're going to do right here. I don't care what time that is. Actually, we could look that up. If you look up...
Was it already got the...
yeah, if you look up just World Cup schedule, World Cup fixture, we might be able to find that and see the time slot. Alex says Morocco might be the toughest one. Morocco is tough. Here we go. Liam says, I'll tell you what I was thinking when the draw was on. When I saw Brazil and Morocco in one group, I was like, thank goodness Norway can't be drawn in pot 4, as it would be 98 all over again. Yeah, it will. Oh, that was the exact group in 98, wasn't it? And Norway are a tougher beat now than they were then, that's for sure. I wonder if you just Google 2026 World Cup, it might have the matches in our time zone. Oh, yeah, there you go. So that's Australia. It says 1:30 p.m. If you hit more matches and scroll down to find the next Australian one, keep going. I think it might be on the 19th. There we go. USA, Australia, 4:30 a.m. Oh, goodness me. 4:30.
That's it.
Okay. Well, I'll be watching it along, and I'm sure you all will be too. Other than Liam, we're patriotic Aussies, and I know Liam's an adopted Aussie now. So, Jimbo, set your alarms, mate. On the 20th of June, 2026. We will be in Musclecat Studios.
A tight crew.
Oh, it goes straight into Scotland, Morocco. We'll see you there, Liam. We'll see you there. Alex will be here at 3 a.m. Oh, Tedesque lets us know that F2 is chaotic. 4 guys out already. Liam is happy that they have Haiti first. Should win that. Draw against Morocco, and then who knows with Brazil, because 4 should be enough to get through. Yeah, that's the other thing with this World Cup format. It's 48 teams now instead of 32. So it's not the traditional 2 from each group go through and 2 go out, which I preferred, actually. Now it is the top 2 from every group go through to the knockouts, and then the best 8 third place finishes in each group. So out of the 12 teams that finish in third in their group, the 8 with the best record go through to what is then the round of 32 and then the round of 16, whereas traditionally it would go straight from the group stage to the round of 16. So it's way more messy having 16 more teams in the competition, but here's what it is. Jackie says that's 2:30 for Perth folk. Yeah, that's rough, but it is on a Saturday. That's good. Yeah, it's doable. That's doable. We'll see you boys all there. Put it in your calendars in 7 months' time. Have you still got that World Cup draw up there? We'll go back through that, because there were a couple of other interesting ones. USA, that's our group. Germany, Curacao, who are the smallest country ever to qualify now. Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador, and then we've got Netherlands, Japan, qualifiers, Tunisia, keep going, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. That's not the worst group for New Zealand if they were to steal some points. Belgium's tough, but the others are all right. Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. What a mix that is. This is the group of death. Group I is a group of death. France, who have made the last 2 World Cup finals, lost to Argentina in the last one and won the one before that. Senegal, always a respected African opponent. Then you've got probably Bolivia or Iraq qualify from there, and they're hard teams to beat. And then Norway with Erling Haaland, the best player in the world and the most prolific scorer in the world anyway, playing. So that is one heck of a group to try and get through. Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan. Yep, keep going through. I don't think there's anything else of note there for us. Oh, yes, there is. England and Croatia. Now, they have history because despite taking a lead in the 2018 or 2022 World Cup semi-finals, England over Croatia, they then got knocked out with some late goals. So England do need to seek some revenge against the Croats. So that will be very interesting to watch. All right. We'll have Scotland as our number 2. We will, Alex. Yeah. And Liam's right. In 2002, Senegal beat France. Was that Papa Bouba Diop? Is that when he burst on the scene? I think it was. See, there's this history in the World Cup, Jimbo, of guys who come from nowhere and have a great World Cup. They come from obscurity and turn it on, and then Premier League teams sign them, and then they flop. Papa Bouba Diop was all right.
Glad I didn't have to read that from the chat.
All right, so the cricket is officially over. That's 2-0 in the test. Thanks to everybody who watched along, and we are going to draw our first prize. Let's do it. All right, this is thanks to Sports Card World. Let's go. Is this the number 1? Right, it is. Yep. Okay. All right, get that up on the screen. We're going to play some prize draw music. Sports Card World in Adelaide. Now, these cards are worth about $210. $210. Could win an autograph in there. It's a good quality price. Thanks again to Noah Hill for being very generous and saying, you know what, I'm away for a bit. Give this back to the listeners. Let them redraw it and we'll get a winner. So, Jimbo, it's up on the screen. There is a whole list of people's names. You want to scroll up and down just to show that everybody is, in fact, in there with all the entries. All right, you go down, press randomize. The top name is the winner of the cards from Sports. Oh, Grimesy won it. Frank Grimes. Oh, what a coincidence. The guy who complained about the integrity and the fairness of the first draw, he wins it. Well done, Grimesy. Oh, we don't have a PO box, Liam, but we'll talk offline. I might have to send some stuff back to you. Yeah, we'll get that sorted for you. Grimesy, well done. You win the first box. Should we roll into the second one, or should we tease them? No, let's do it now, and then we'll do the beer at the end for the best chatter. Yep. All right, have you got number 2 up there? This is the second box, thanks to Sports Card World. We've got the whole list. And remember, the bonus entries as well. We put in the bonus entries for guys who made us laugh or had a great comment or insulted the English, which was great of all of you. Let's go. Hit that randomizer for the second box. The winner is Adam Aberley. A loyal listener of Muscle Cat. There you go. Tedeschi came second, dude. Sorry, Tilbrook third. Unfortunately, there's no second prize, but, you'll get there, Tedeschi. Yes, so that's Adam Aberley. He wins one. Frank Grimes, he wins the other. It's always good. I mean, everybody who tunes into the show is a loyal Muscle Cat fan, but those guys are constantly in the chat, constantly around. Have we seen Grimesy tonight, by the way? Yeah, the old squeaky wheel Grimesy, 100% Ash. I was thinking about this today, Ash, and that phrase absolutely came to mind. I knew Frank would win one, and I actually wanted to roll out the old squeaky wheel gets the grease, and you've beaten me to it. Where is Grimesy? Where is Grimesy? Yes, yes, Master Fooled. Adam wins. Who is Master Fooled? Are you Adam? No, you're not, because Adam comes up as Abilene. Can we collectively complain until we all get a box? I feel we deserve it. That's a good call, Jack. That's a good call, Jack. I like that. Yes, so that's the prize draw. We do have the beer later on tonight. All right, where should we go next? We've done World Cup. We've done the Ashes. There's some other cricket stuff going on. Did anyone watching see the New Zealand and West Indies test match? Because that was one, if you can get that scorecard up, Jimbo, the New Zealand cricket scorecard. People complained about Bazball last week when the first test, although it was a great result for us, it went for 2 days. And, you know, it tears at the fabric of the test match cricket game, according to some people, because it's not test cricket. My father-in-law said he has that opinion. He wants to see people bat with some technique, some patience, and actually get through more than 2 days of cricket. And a lot of people are in line with that. So for those guys, they would have absolutely loved New Zealand versus West Indies. We'll get that scorecard up now. If you can, scroll up, go up to the very top. So we got 231 first innings and 167. You go, okay, I mean, they batted pretty slowly. Tom Latham was 2 off of 46 at one stage. So that took about 2.5 days to get to that point. And then New Zealand turned it on with 8 for 466. Latham scores a century. There was another century in there as well. And then the West Indies, who are easy beats, really, they've been easy beats in Test cricket for years and years now. This is not the Curtly Ambrose, Courtney Walsh, Brian Lara West Indies. This is the Shai Hope and co in West Indies, and there's not a lot of hope until this week. Somehow they dig in and bat for 1.5 days, make 6 for 457, almost chase down 531. They have a double century from Justin Greaves, who had not come close to that before. I don't think even in first-class cricket. And then Kemar Roach, a guy who's now in his 30s, who is, I think, the 6th all-time leading wicket taker for the West Indies now. I mean, where did that come from? He's been pumping away for years, and he's all of a sudden up with the greats with those sorts of numbers. He bats for, I don't know, what was it, 180 balls? Can you get the scorecard up again then, Jimbo? I want to see exactly what Kemar Roach did. If you hit scorecard, yep, there you go. And then go, oh yeah, there we are already. So Greaves hit 202 off of 388. Shai Hope hit 140. Kemar Roach, 58 not out from 233 balls. Extraordinary. He just dug in and said, no, this test is going to be a draw. New Zealand's not going to win this. So that is traditional test cricket. Masterful says, so let me get this right. The squeaky wheel gets the first set of cards, followed by the guy whose name starts with A. Look, Masterful, are you another squeaky wheel? Because we haven't got any more cards to give away at the moment. We've got more prizes coming up soon. The whole reason we did this, the whole reason we did it on screen is so that when we press randomize, you would see that it was random, right? If you saw the first draw, you saw that there was a list in a certain order, then we pressed the button, and then it was random. I know a guy with the name starting with A1 at the end, but that's not how it works. It's still random. All right, if you randomize 1 to 10, 1 can still be at the top. Oh, he's got me. He's absolutely got me. What else? If I'm missing stuff in the chat, are they all arguing about the cards?
Oh, we had
look, he's laughing at me. Yep, masterful.
We had Plum Lover's son come in with a
squeak, squeak.
squeak, squeak, squeak.
Oh, it's Plum Lover's son here. Hey, Doss is here.
Well, he chimed in saying Plum Lover's son for the beers. And then everyone was questioning, is he over 18?
No,
and then
and Plum Lover's not
Alex
getting any
came in
prizes.
saying, no, he's 11.
He's a legend. Good on you, Will. Kurt said he's willing to send to Germany for an unsubscriber, so you'll be right. Yeah, I'll send stuff to WA. Don't you worry about that.
That's it. We got Liam asking, what's your take on the ref video he sent?
It didn't. Oh, you resent it, didn't you? Sorry, man. The first one didn't work. I tried to watch it and didn't work, and then I just remembered that you resent it. I will have a look, and I'll give you my honest opinion next week. I will remove my loyalties to umpires, my people, but I will look at that for you. So there you go. Tedesque says there were 2 A's at the top. Jimbo, you definitely randomized that, didn't you? Did you randomize it?
I did. Random.org. It's in the name.
We're going to go back through the show and just make sure that definitely did randomize. But at the moment, yes, Adam is the winner. Doss, yes, you meant to be away romancing this weekend.
I was Doss in the chat.
He's in the chat.
Should have gone for the win for the Windies.
Thanks, Doss. Yes, the Windies should have gone for the win. Kemar did dig in, but still, I respect it. I respect what they did. The other game of note was the third and final one-day international between India and South Africa. That was a hell of a series. That was really good one-day cricket. And then India pulled it off pretty easily. They won by 9 wickets with 10 overs to go. You probably don't need to pull that one up, Jimbo, but the important thing from that is Jaswell scored a century, but Virat Kohli, again, he's man of the series. He scored 2 tons in the first 2 matches of the series, and then he scored 65 not out. So from a guy who could not hit a beach ball in Australia, he's gone back to India and is just turning it on. So, that was crazy. Doss says his trip wasn't long enough. It's in the chat here. Is there a video in the chat?
Yeah, I was just looking for it.
Oh. I didn't know you could put videos in the chat, Liam.
It may have been a link, I guess.
You keep searching for that.
Yep.
Apparently there was some action in the UFC today that I didn't see. Well, normally we rely on Lethan Mann to keep us up to date with the UFC stuff. So if he hasn't called in, by the way, you can call in if you really want to. If you want to chat to us, you're more than welcome to. We can get you up because we got the link in the chat. So anybody who wants to ring, Hans, I know you've been in the chat for a long time, waiting for your moment to call in. But that's India, South Africa, and Nathan McSweeney scored 226 against the English Lions for Australia A over the last day or so. So I know he's not really in the test frame at the moment. I mean, he's close enough playing for Australia A. Didn't take his opportunities last year, but if you're scoring a double ton, that's not bad. It's a link, says Liam. I can't see the link anywhere. Unless you want to resend that. Can you resend it now?
Yeah, just resend it down the bottom here.
Yeah. Look at it. Boys. Doss. Yeah, the boys are getting distracted on Doss's romantic weekend. Our loyal Outback QB co-host.
Speaking of Doss, he said Pistons and Red Wings win.
Oh, yeah. Doss, don't go for the Timberwolves. I thought you went for the Timberwolves.
Just need the Packers to top off the birthday weekend.
That's right. So we've done Formula One. We've done all the cricket stuff. While Doss is on the line, let's have a look at a bit of NFL. Do you want to bring up the playoff? Maybe bring up the games for tomorrow, Jimbo, because I'm not sure I'll be able to get up at 5 a.m. for it. I'm also not hosting the Outback QB this week. Doss is in the big chair. He's actually Doss. Well, we've got the studio set up like this. Do you want it to be side by side? Do you want to just sit here with Hawley and we can just keep it like this, or do you want to rearrange and you're in the big grey throne? I have a feeling I know what the answer is going to be. He wants to take my seat. But let's
take the throne.
Let's have a look at the games for NFL this week. Of course, we've had the Lions defeat the Cowboys already. That probably puts paid to the Cowboys' playoff run. It was gaining some momentum. We've got a bottom-of-the-barrel clash between the Titans and the Browns. Got the Seahawks at the Falcons, which was one of the ones we locked, I think, Jimbo. Our 4 locks per week because the Falcons are down and out. The Colts at the Jags, which is massive for the AFC South. The winner of that should take control of it. And if the Colts lose, then, man, what a fall from grace that has been. The Commanders at the Vikings, Bengals at Bills, which, with Joe Burrow back, that's a danger game for the Bills. Saints at Bucks, they should win that easily. Tampa Bay. Steelers at Ravens, huge in the AFC North. It's a massive divisional clash. There are a few of those this week. Dolphins at Jets. Technically, I think both teams can still make playoffs, both less than 1% chance. But Doss, his favorite term, they're in the hunt. Broncos at Raiders. Wouldn't want to slip up there. Denver, I don't think they will because the Raiders are terrible. The Rams at the Cardinals. Bears at Packers. That's the game Doss is looking forward to, the NFC North clash. He's a Packers man. Need to win against the Bears because the Bears have been on a crazy roll. Texans at Chiefs. Probably the last chance. I know we said it was the last chance for the Chiefs last week, but this is it. If the Chiefs lose on Sunday Night Football to the Texans, their 36% playoff chance will go down to about 10%. And we know that won't happen. And then the Eagles at the Chargers, which is a big game in itself. Can the Eagles get back to form on Monday Night Football? So there's a bit happening there. I won't do too much more NFL because Doss and Hawley will do a great job on Tuesday morning, and that will be on YouTube on the Outback QB podcast channel. If you haven't pressed subscribe there already, please do. If you haven't followed them, that show on socials, please do. If you haven't hit subscribe here yet, please do that. But yeah, I look forward, Doss, to seeing you in the grey throne. I know that's where you want to be. I saw your reply. You will steer the ship aptly, very ably, and I'll watch that from wherever I am in the world at the time. All right. What have we got? Dallas does have a week schedule for the remainder of the season. That's true to desk, but I think they wasted an opportunity the other day.
Kansas out of the playoffs pictures. Well,
no, they're not. They've
getting close.
Yeah, do you want to bring it up, actually, Jimbo? Yeah, let's get that up because that's always a good graphic. Good question, Liam. Liam, do you have a team? Do you support an NFL team all the way from Scotland? Let's have a squiz. Yeah, the playoff race is interesting. There's a big gap between some of the teams that are in for wild cards and some that are out. So let's go. Just go to the top very quickly, Jimbo. Start with the AFC. No one's clinched a playoff spot technically yet, but the teams leading the divisions, the Patriots 11-2, amazing. Broncos, Jags, Ravens. The Jags and the Ravens, their spots are very iffy at the moment in that. Well, not iffy, but it's a tight division. Go down to the Chargers, 8-4. The Colts, 8-4. They were one of our first locks, and they're falling. The Bills, 8-4. And then the teams on the bubble in the AFC keep going down. You've got the Texans, 7-5. And 2 spots below that, you've got the Chiefs. So what are they at the moment? There you go. Current probability of making playoffs for the Chiefs is 34%. If they lose, they go down to 11. If they win, it's basically 50-50. So that's why that game's so huge for the both of them and the Texans. If the Texans win, they go up to 82% and pretty much guarantee it. And then down below here, these are all the teams that technically, mathematically can still do it, but none of the Bengals, Jets, Browns, or scroll up, who was that other one? Dolphins, they won't do it. If you go to the NFC picture, back up to the top, we've got the Bears, who are leading their division. You've got the Rams, who until last week were the best team in football. Then they got beaten by the Panthers, the Eagles, and the Bucks. The Bucks are very shaky at the moment, so are the Eagles. Then the wild card spots, the Seahawks, which I think are very safe, 91% probability at the moment. The Packers can almost lock a spot if they win. The 49ers are looking pretty good too. But you'll notice, if you scroll up, there's 9-4, the 49ers, down to the 8-5 Lions. But then it falls off pretty quick. 7-6 Panthers, 6-1 Cowboys, and then the Falcons and below definitely won't make it. Even the Cowboys with that loss are only a 7% chance. Let's talk Chiefs. DOS, they are not in the hunt. They're definitely not in the hunt. I know the Browns are not in the hunt, DOS, but technically on the website, they're still alive. I find it strange that they call it in the hunt as well. We should call it not technically dead.
Not technically not out.
Exactly, yes. Mathematically possible, but definitely not happening. Ash wants to talk the Chiefs' downfall. Ricky responds by saying, let's talk Chiefs rings. Well done. Yeah, Ash, I know you're a Chargers man. I mean, let's get Herbie doing something in the playoffs first rather than, capitulating against the Jags. Might be an idea. Herbie's got to prove it, man. He's got to prove it. Too many times it's gone wrong so far, Ash. Prove us wrong.
So Liam apparently just does a wheel of names every year. And he thinks this year it was the Bears. Last year it was the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
every year a new team.
I like that.
That's not a bad way to follow.
So that's just the team that you choose to focus on for the year.
That's it.
That's really cool. That's a great way to follow a sport that you...
If you have no ties to hometowns and stuff.
Yeah, nice. By the way, Liam, he's from Kansas City. I don't know if I've mentioned it 8 times this episode. Since we started the show, I've started calling him the Kansas City kid. Only rings Chiefs are getting this year are wedding rings. Yeah, well, are they getting married this year, Kelsey and Swift?
Were they engaged?
I think so. Yeah, they're engaged, aren't they?
I assume so.
I've tried to block that stuff out of my memory. Yeah, they're engaged. I'm sure they announced it on the Kelsey podcast, whatever that is. Are they engaged? You're in an awkward typing position with one hand on an elevated laptop. Yes, they are.
As of late August.
Late August, okay. Not that anyone cares. F1 we've done, NFL. What else we want to talk? Arsenal finally lost yesterday, and all of a sudden the Premier League race is alive. Manchester City are within 2 points. They're on a winning run. They beat Sunderland easily 3-0 with some just incredible play. The assist from Cherki for Foden's goal. If you haven't looked that up, look up the Man City highlights. Just brilliant stuff. But Liverpool still struggling. Man United, they are what they are. Chelsea haven't capitalised this week. They had a 0-0 draw against Bournemouth. But the big story is the loss of Arsenal. Aston Villa won 2-1. A Buendia goal in the 95th minute. Very, very scrappy, desperate stuff, but he put it in and that's all that counts. So for all their dominance, and you see this in football a lot, for all their dominance for the first 10, 12 weeks, they're only leading by 2 points after that loss. So Aston Villa have done a real service to football supporters, soccer supporters everywhere, as long as they don't go for Arsenal, because now the EPL is wide open. So that's all happening. That's the Premier League. We've done the World Cup draw. I think that's pretty much it as far as the stuff I had to talk through. Oh, the other thing was the Australian Open today, the Australian Open with the golf. So Cam Smith and Neergaard Pedersen, the Dane. Neergaard had a 2-stroke lead to start the day going into the final round. Cam Smith made a comeback and the place was rocking. Like it was... The local crowd was going nuts. I haven't seen a golf tournament in Australia going like that for a long, long time. And obviously Rory was there, but he wasn't in the hunt. Yep. It was all about Cam Smith. And Cam's had a rough couple of years since going over to LIV and not really performing that well in other tournaments. And it looked like it was his to win. So both have their second shot on the 18th. It's a par 4. Neergaard sort of shanks his. It goes off into the thick reeds on the right-hand side of the bunker. So scores were level. They were both, I think, 14 under. And then Smith, seeing Nearguard's shot go into the reeds, thinks, right, all I need to do is put this on the green, and I've got a two-putt for the championship. He does do that, but he goes too conservative. He overcorrected to the left, and it went on the green, but it was a long two-putt. And Smith left himself a lot of work to do. Nearguard then gets into the reeds, chips it over the bunker, and puts it within this far of the hole. It was further away, but then he goes up and down and puts it in the hole. So he actually hits a par from the reeds. Smith then doesn't make it in two putts and loses the Australian Open. So it was a really deflating last hole. The energy couldn't have been higher for Smith to win it. It really looked like he had it, the local boy, and then Nearguard just goes, no, bang, bang, and he's in and he wins it. But it's a great story because this guy 2 years ago was on a tour that was, I think, like the backup DP World Tour. Like it wasn't PGA, it wasn't even the Corn Ferry Tour, which is the second tier of PGA golf. He was, playing semi-professionally, but he was nowhere near his dream. He'd just come out of college and all this sort of stuff. And now he's won this. He gets a PGA Tour card because of what he's done. He also will play the Masters next year. He's come from almost golfing obscurity to wrap that up. So it was incredible. It was a really good result for him, but it was a weird feeling for Australia because everyone was so jacked, and then it just sort of, we didn't do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, weird day for Australian sport in that regard. What do we got in the chat? What are they talking about
on other
down there?
news, Doss is fully up to date based on his drive to the Barossa with Sabrina Carpenter's new album.
Oh, yeah? What's the verdict?
A lot of new catchy tunes in there. So
Okay.
still strong on the Carpenter.
I'm surprised Jess lets you listen to Sabrina Carpenter, Matt. Did you put Ciara on after that as well? What?
Well, Ashholic's Spotify age was 63. Doss's was 14. Yeah, I want to see Doss's recap.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
so you did age?
Yeah, Spotify
14
for their kind of end of, I forget what they call it. I think it's the end of year recap or rewind. They same as YouTube. They do like a what's your listening age based on the music.
Sick.
What's your most watched, most listened to genres and stuff.
Dude,
yeah.
it sounds way better than Apple's. Apple sounds like it sucks.
Did they do one?
Yeah, it's very
okay.
basic.
I didn't even see it because I'm an Apple Music person, so I was bummed.
I am
I was bummed at the lunch table. Everyone's comparing notes on their Spotify recap.
Yeah. Well, I'm Apple as well, but it basically just gives you. Well, what I do like is that it gives you, your top 100 in order. So, and you can reverse the order and listen to it like a countdown. So it's basically my own Triple J Hottest 100, which I do use it that way. And now they've done the all-time one, so like the last 5 or 6 years.
Yep.
You got your all-time, but like the stats that they have on that. Ash, was your age actually
35?
63? That's amazing. What do you listen to? Jazz? Is that it?
Well, a guy from work, his came up at like 74. I don't know what I think he said there was like one random. There was a few old songs from like a game he plays that probably tipped the scales.
Your
The rest of the world call it rough, Kurt.
What does that mean?
I assume in relation to the reeds that he was in, but they were literally reeds, I assume.
Oh yeah. Well, keep up. What's your decision? We were talking about that before. What's your Spotify age? 110? Were you typing that with one finger? What's your decision to try and sledge me?
Speaking of, but have you?
He was at the golf though. I think. What's your decision? Were you at the golf today? And if so, were you at the 18th? And was it as deflating as it looked on TV when Smithy didn't get it done? Let us know.
Country pop is Liam's go-to. There you go. I was just going to say, have you watched your YouTube recap? Same concept, but for YouTube.
No, I haven't.
So
seen
give
mine.
you the breakdown on.
I don't know that I want to share that with the world.
Mine? Well, let's see if you could probably have picked mine. Here, we'll give you
okay, I will try and pick it. Skateboarding.
it's in there.
Camping and like forward driving.
Yep,
And barbecue.
sort of, but close.
Oh, like eating.
These are
Mukbangs.
the top 5.
Okay, James's top interests. Sabrina Carpenter, number 1. Taylor Swift's engagement, number 2. What is cricket, number 3. Why do all my friends like sport, number 4. And how to fit in on a live stream, number 5.
How to fit in as a producer.
Yeah, how to produce a show when you've never done it before. No, number 1, 4x4 vehicle adventures. Is that?
Is that?
Is that?
Is that?
Like, do you type that in, or is that just a broad?
No, that's the broad summary because I watch channels that are just like full drive 24/7 and
Alex, I do watch Insane Shane. I love Insane Shane. Best mouth on the internet, man.
stuff. Best mouth on the
You know
internet.
what? You know Insane Shane?
Yeah,
He's sick.
100%.
Get Insane Shane up. We'll have a look
Best
at Insane
mouth
Shane
on the
in a sec.
internet.
You know, I reckon he's more of an Insta than a YouTube for me, but I definitely watch Insane Shane. Jimbo's is 4x4 vehicle adventures, skateboarding culture,
Again, they just lump
You just watch
categories
skating.
together. Yeah,
Okay.
just skating.
DIY home projects,
I must have done a lot of DIY that year.
planning without executing. That's it.
Yeah, a lot of planning.
Fishing tips and tricks. Is that because you can't catch fish?
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
you did catch heaps.
I
Actually,
did
the other
catch
day.
plenty.
Wow, it works. And this
Oh, what is
generic,
the last
this
one?
generic title: cooking delicious meals. I want cooking bad meals, please. I don't
That's
want
right.
delicious ones. It's you can tell that's AI. That's the most AI
100%.
list I've ever
And
heard.
they just try and lump it all together.
My YouTube's hooked up to my son's TV, and my top is Roblox Adventure, apparently followed by sports news and movie reviews. Yeah, Liam, I feel your pain, man. My top song for the year was Space Unicorn by Parry Grip. You know that guy who used to have like a pop punk band and now he does kids songs? Yeah. After that, the next 9 were like Blink 182 and Reliant K, but before that it was Space Unicorn. Oh, there's also a lot of Frozen in my playlist as well. So they've completely screwed my my algorithm. Here we go. Insane Shane. Let's get Shane.
What
Insane
a
Shane up.
ripper of a profile pic.
That sums him up though. That's
Such
pretty
a
much.
good-
What's he got? What's his following these days? Insane Shane.
3.4 mil.
Jeez. All right. Go any random.
Undodgeables are good.
Undodgeable is good. Yeah,
I
go
love
on.
undodgeable.
Lose. Hey. Airtime. Looks like the votes are in, and Matt Stafford won the appeal process.
Appreciate y'all.
I was going to
I do
say he
feel
looks like Matt
assaulted
Stafford.
by
They just put him
Matt
Fat
Stafford.
Stafford.
I
He
also
does look
take
like him.
responsibility and blame myself for not speaking up during the game.
Now go to ones where Shane's
me.
trying to catch it in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
That's what she said.
you
Oh,
guys,
here you go.
you're
There's
terrible.
something about waking up, grabbing a sack of oranges, and tossing the clementine with your bro. Oh, he's coming home, Matt Stafford. Launch it in here.
Oh,
Oh,
How
and
much-
the Chameleons win the championship. There's something about waking up.
all right. How much dental work must that guy have had?
I know, right?
Like-
well, there was one he did eggs and he was like worried he chipped a tooth or something.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, that's
He's so
insane,
good.
Shane.
Gotta love
Fat
Insane.
Stafford, so good. What else? So yeah, that's your YouTube review. I got to check mine out. I wonder what mine
Yeah,
would be. Mine
I'm
would be a weird
curious.
mix of like American politics,
Yeah.
Sky News, NFL, lately definitely cricket headlines.
Yep.
Highlights, sorry. What else? Why aren't I getting views on YouTube? That's probably the other one. Nah, I don't need to search that anymore.
That's it. After your recent success posts.
Yeah, man. 1 million, 1.8 last couple of days. Amazing. All right. Well, we're getting to that time. We've been on for an hour or so. If there's anything else in the chat, boys, you want us to talk about, let us know. If there's something you think we need to look up or, chat through. Any sports stuff I've missed, let me know. Jimbo, anything that you want to bring up for tonight while we're still here? I mean, this is an Ashes watch along that's just turned into a general chit chat. It's been a
That's
good
it.
show. I've enjoyed this.
Yeah. A little more laid back, although I'm just sitting on cam all the time. I can't hide off on the sidelines.
Yeah, how have you felt about that? Especially when I get on a monologue, you just have to sit there.
I
look busy.
feel like a very unsupportive supporting character.
No, you've been great, man.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You support me greatly.
Well, thank you.
More than you'll ever know. we've had
What's your decision, hobby horse?
oh, get over the
I've
hobby horse,
tried.
dude.
I've tried. I can't do it.
We showed it. No one liked it.
I do need to find a new obscure sport.
Yeah.
To get into, but
Oh,
it's got to meet my criteria of like when I look for Kabaddi, I'm like, for an obscure sport I get into, I need to find, you need to be able to make a living, if not make decent money from the sport, so it's prestigious enough.
Oh, you want it to be
I want it to be legit enough that like,
Okay.
yeah, they're making money. It's not just because you can find all sorts of like super obscure stuff, but I want legitimate sports that we're just super not in the know on, at least in the Western side.
yeah, okay. Have you
Yeah.
heard, I mean, this doesn't get you any money, I don't think. I think it just gives you honor in the village. Have you heard of cockpa?
Play it all the time, mate. Oh, the
the sport that originated in Asia.
cockpa.
Cockpa. I think that's what it's called. Kokpar.
I'm not into that.
I'm
no.
pretty sure it's the one where, and you can play it with a dead goat, It starts in one town. It's sort of like Red Rover or remember the game.
You can play it
Countries?
with a dead goat.
Yeah, and there's like 2 barrels, and you need to get the dead goat from one town or one village to the other, and they're on horseback, and you're dragging the dead goat around. If you don't have a ball, you can use a dead goat. Look up Cockpar played with a goat. I'm sure that's real.
Cockpar.
Yes, Kokpar. If anyone else is a Cockpar fan. Liam says, watch Australian breakdancing. Yeah, man, that was national shame.
Yeah.
And the way Ray Gun carried on post that on socials was embarrassing.
You sure it's Cockpar?
Yeah.
Kokp?
Look up the sport played in the Middle East.
With dead goats.
Dead goats. Maybe I need
Oh,
to look at it.
Cockpar?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe I missed.
The world's craziest sport you've never heard of. Cockpar. There we go.
There we go.
Now, is there any evidence of using a dead goat?
Cockpar in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, go up. Second video. Kazakh sport, not for the faint-hearted, using decapitated goat. Mate, I was going light. I just said a dead goat. It's actually a decapitated goat.
Covered by CNN.
Yeah, so that's fun. That's a fun game
a fun one.
for the whole family. Yeah, get the decapitated goat in the barrel.
Nice.
Cyclocross, extreme ironing. What's your
Extreme
decision? The Ocho is made for you, man. Do you know what the Ocho is?
Google that carefully, Jimbo.
Yeah. Very, very careful. All right, we need to give away this beer.
True.
And sorry, Liam, man, I can't send beer to Scotland. Although, if we're ever in the same country, I'll most certainly buy you a beer because you're a legend. I've got some homework. I'm going to find out my YouTube review, and I'm going to probably start listening to music on Spotify because I want those stats. I want my average age.
Specifically, Sabrina Carpenter.
No, I can't. I've said it many
Give
times.
her a go.
No, in no sense will I ever give Sabrina Carpenter a
She's
go.
got some catchy tunes. He's not wrong.
Yeah, please, please, please is sort of catchy. I'll admit that, but not a
And
fan.
espresso.
All right, mate. Why don't you go give Doss a
now
ring
the
after this?
Me and Doss will chat Tuesday morning. Chime in to hear about Sabrina Carpenter's discography.
Oh yeah, that can be the bonus app. That can be like the Christmas app this year. Liam just says, look up Shinty.
Shinty.
Yeah, this sounds like a trick, but it's good. It's like rugby and baseball together. Okay. Shinty. Oh, is this
Shinty with sticks? It's like
Scottish Highlands? Oh, sweet.
like field hockey.
Is it like hurling? Like Irish hurling?
No, it looks like it's field hockeyish, where you still as
yeah.
a team.
Get a video up of that. I want to see Shinty. Shinty hurling. There you go. It is like hurling. Have you seen canal jumping? All right, we'll look up canal jumping too.
Shinty hurling, which is a combination of hurling and shinty, or
Pause it.
in this case.
I don't know what that means because I don't actually know what hurling is. Liam, what's hurling?
A combination of shinty and hurling. Like,
Is that what she said?
didn't she?
I
What was
thought
the
she said-
first word?
I don't. Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah, I don't
She
know
said
either.
It's a combination of something and shinty. I'm like, what is shinty?
We're looking up the wrong thing. All right. I'm confused.
Swoggy, it's
How about you just show us some gameplay?
Things we can't kick it, we
Catherine
can't catch
Dribble.
it. And we've only
Whoa!
got most of the other sort of rules translated
Wow.
over sort of thing, so it is similar.
It's
to
like
that, but
field hockey and
respect, you know.
lacrosse.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be here. My name's Trevor Gribben. I'm moderator of the Presbyterian Church in Ireland, along with one of my colleagues,
right.
along with a
Look up canal jumping. That'll be the last one we'll look up for the night.
I assume that's pretty straightforward. Just jumping over. Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Oh, is this like sort of pole vaulty stuff?
Yeah, but it's like a big deal. I swear Red Bull covers it a lot as well, where they have to run up the stick
busting
and
down the lane. He's running. He jumps. He grabs the pole. He's climbing up,
Oh, wow.
climbing up.
Look at
If
that.
you're wondering what the hell is this, it's Vierjuppen, or Dutch canal jumping. An Equinox project has been all over me, just on my ass about making a breakdown about Dutch canal jumping. So here you go, EP.
Just show
Here
the
we go.
sport.
get on with
Now,
it.
it started because the Netherlands is so
Ugh.
close to sea level. Swagger walks to the crowd. Rip. He's not happy with himself. He wanted to grab the top.
I just want to see one jump. That's all I want to see. Here we go.
In palms. Oh my God. The spy's
Look at that.
grandson.
Wow,
with
that
the
is
glasses
athleticism.
on
Get
while
tall.
Playing, gets to the top, loses the grip.
Oh.
He's not happy with
Okay,
himself.
that's brutal.
He wanted to.
How do you win?
You jump the canal.
Yeah, but how do you?
I
How's
don't
one
know.
better than the other?
Well,
Okay.
from what I've seen on the thing I watch, it's
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Grimesy's here. Hey, Grimesy.
hey,
Old squeaky wheel Frank Grimes. Guess what, man? We did a redraw. Because Noah was kind and said, hey, I'm away for a bit. I'm not going to get the cards for a while. So why don't you turn it back to the listeners, the first guys on the Ashes watch along? And so we did redraw it. And Grimesy, you won. you won that first box. Can you believe it? The guy that was so vocal against the campaign. Yeah, there's integrity in the draw now, isn't there, Grimesy? Well done, man. They're all yours. I'll contact you in the DMs. Michael Scholes is Grimesy, by the way. Michael Scholes is Frank Grimes. That's not a secret. We revealed that on the first one. All right, that's enough obscure sports for now. I know we're getting a couple of other suggestions in there, which we might do another time. Who do we want to give the beer to tonight, Jimbo? I feel like Tedeschi has been a great contributor. He's been very solid all night. He's actually number one commenter, and he came second in the cards draw. So, Tedeschi, assuming you're over 18, I actually don't know your age. Can you confirm that in the chat, please? Because I don't want to get in serious trouble. Assuming everything's in order, and if you drink beer, if you want beer from the Suburban Brew, then I'll send these to you. You've got the English Special Bitter, and you've got the Blue Skies Green Grass. That's an East Coast IPA, and of course that's a British drop. So they're from the Suburban Brew. They're all yours. Tedeschi. It's a big night for you, man. F2, F1, Ashes, it's all happening, and you're the winner of the prize. So, big night of prizes. Thanks, everyone, for watching along. It's great. We love logging on because it means we get to speak to you guys again. And it was a different format tonight. We started with some Ashes, sort of ambled along, and here we are. So, legends, we'll see you all. He doesn't drink beer. He humbly declines. Well, this is not going to Grimesy. It's for damn sure. He's not getting it. Who was number 2 on the chat then? I feel like Ash Holick.
Is second.
No, Ash Holick was number 2 there. So
there he is.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
31 Friday. Redraw. Yeah, Ash Holick. I know you've won a prize or two from us before, but Alex wants a redraw.
And Asherholic's age is, at least according to Spotify, over 18.
That's true. That's true. You know what? If it's who else was very active today? Nah, we'll go with Ash. We'll give that to you, mate. So I'll get this Suburban Brew beer sent to you. Thanks for your support. Thank you to Desk for knocking that back, man. I feel bad now because you almost won the cards. Great night. We'll see you all very soon. No show tomorrow night, but we'll see you the following Monday. Make sure if you like the NFL, Outback Quarterback Podcast on Tuesday. Legends, thanks very much. Good on you, Jimbo. See you soon.